What's going on, YouTube? Claic Yuzolt back again with another Final Fantasy Brave Exvius video, and this week is all about Final Fantasy VII, new units, new enhancements, and new 7-star awakenings. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so first off, that's right, Tifa and Vincent are finally in Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. I know a lot of you guys out there have been waiting for them, either it be Tifa, waifu, or Vincent, husbando, whichever one of the two you guys like, they are here. They're also bringing Barrett and one of my favorite sprites in FFBE that I've seen, Caih Sith. Now, Caih Sith, again, probably not going to be that baller of a unit, but to me, baller of a unit because of how good the sprite is, and I really like Caih Sith. A lot of people look at me real strange when I say that. I enjoyed that character in Final Fantasy VII. I don't know. And then Barrett we have there as well. Let's look on down. Remember, these units right here will be in the pool forever. These aren't a limited time thing or anything like that, so they will be in the pool forever. So you could use your UOC on them in 2 weeks when the banner goes away. You can, which I don't recommend, but you can pull them randomly down the road. You don't have to really go too hard on the banner if you're really looking for them now, but it's probably the best time if you really want them. Looking on, that's going to be happening this Friday is when it's going to get started. We can look at the step up here, and it's actually a pretty good step up. If we look, it is a 25k step up. Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25k step up. You can do it for 3 rounds, so you got to go 25k. It's a little bit more expensive than most step ups we're used to recently, but that is the norm when it comes to JP for most step ups. I think this is the exact same copy of the JP version of the step up, so hey, at least we got that. So step 1, we're going to get a 10% trust Moogle. Step 2, we're getting Barrett thrown at our face. I wish that was a 4-star ticket, but with this being a King Mog event, I guess I'm okay with them go ahead and giving us a 4-star unit off the banner, excuse me, not off banner, but off the banner. Next step, we get a random guaranteed rainbow. And the next step has actually been upgraded. Normally, it's just this 10% or 90% blue 5-star summon ticket, but it actually also has 5-star rate ups 1.5 times, meaning they're gonna be up 1.5 times than what we're used to with the 3%. Allowing us to have an even better chance at rainbows on that. So that makes that step a lot more exciting than just being like, I wonder what my ticket's going to give me, what blue my ticket's going to give me. And then finally, if you make it to the last step, you either get Vincent or Tifa guaranteed at the end of the summon. So overall, I think the step up is fine. I think it's better than most ones we've had in the past for sure. The problem is 25k, I know it scares off a lot of people. A lot of people will spend on Kingdom Hearts, but do remember that these units will be on the pool forever. You can pull them later on. Later on, if you have a surplus of UOCs and you just really want Tifa or Vincent, you can spend them there. Just be mindful of that. Moving on down, let's talk about the unit. So Tifa is going to be an attacker, can finish a little bit, can chain a little bit, and the one thing I really needed to see when I looked at this, news when I woke up was global upgrades. Because let me tell you guys, Tifa and Vincent and JP sucked ass. I can't say anything. I'm sorry. They weren't the best, okay? They could have been much better, and they weren't. So hopefully these global upgrades can help us and make these units actually viable. If we go ahead and look at the Super Trust Mastery for Tifa, it's going to be Premium Heart. Attack 170, this is a fist weapon. Enables Premium Heart, fill LB gauge every turn. I do believe that's by 3. So, a very strong weapon. Fist weapons aren't all the rage right now, strictly due to a lot of people wanting to do true double hand. If you do that, then you're probably going to have you're probably going to have a great sword in your hand anyway, or a weapon in the future is going to be a katana. That is not a fist weapon, but when we get in the true dual wield meta, and that starts coming eventually down the road, or if you just want to do it right now, you can. Having this fist weapon in the other hand, high stats, no element sadly, but also gives that LB up by 3 every turn. That's pretty solid. Next up, looking at our normal Super Trust Master reward. Her Trust Master reward, not the super version, the one you can get from the 5-star base. Soaring Heart. Boost attack when equipped with fist or a hat. That is 30% for fist and 30% for hat. So that could be 60%. You can see that it doesn't stack. It's not terrible, but again, you're going to have to get to a meta where we're using true dual wield, I think, to be able to use this. That's the way I'm going to put it. Because I think it goes hand in hand. Oh! With her fist weapon. Oh, I've got the jokes. I don't even know it. Featured abilities, Overdrive Plus, damage one enemy, and fill LB gauge. And the problem I had with these upgrades after looking at them in the JP versions, they didn't get much changes at 7-star. These units honestly didn't get much. Vincent literally got 1 ability, and I think that Tifa got 2. It might have been one, 2 or 1. So once I saw the global upgrade, I kind of just fell away from the JP versions because essentially they're going to be changed and hopefully for the better. But they really didn't give them much. So it's more or less, I'm just hoping that global can do something to make them viable. Looking down at the global upgrade, Final Heaven. Now, this is going to be your chaining ability, the one we do need to have, buffed up. It's going to do damage with powered up consecutive uses. This is also going to be Divine Runation chaining here, guys, so that's going to be important. So hopefully they buff that up to be insane multipliers. Reason being is Tifa has no, or they give her some kind of passive true dual wield, a little bit more than she has. I think she has a little bit. I think she might have like 30% or something. I can't remember. She has no true double hand. She has no W cast, so she has to go the true dual wield route. She does have the ability to dual wield fist weapons, I do believe, but we don't really want to put 2 fist weapons on her, I don't think. We want to put another weapon on her to give her an element. She could be chaining with the newly put into the game Sora if you went with that route due to the Divine Runation chaining here. However, this is just normal Divine Runation chaining. It's not like it's not like Kingdom Hearts Cloud. It's not like Sora where it, hits and then the big hit comes at the end and does a lot of damage. This to me looked like it was just the normal way. Now, possibly they could change Tifa to give her that kind of small multiplier, big multiplier on the last hit, and that could help her out. Other than that, she just wasn't good enough. And that's why I'm really hoping these global upgrades can change her. I think the sprite looks amazing. I think her animations look great. And it's one of the reasons why I'm probably only going for one of each of these characters, just to have in my back pocket, because, it's Final Fantasy VII. Love Tifa. I'm not really the biggest Vincent fan. Not that I'm against him. Just didn't really vibe with me too much. But let's move on from Tifa and talk about Vincent, another damage dealer. And again, damage dealers are a dime a dozen again in this game. Global upgrade. Thank goodness for that, right? We have a Super Trust Mastery reward, a 175 gun, so no element, but it is a two-handed weapon. So the difference here being is that you do get the two-handed weapon variants added to your damage modifications. At 175 attack, that's a big daddy gun. You're probably going to be putting in anybody's hand that is a gun wielder, okay? That, as long as you can fit that in there and then imbue a kind of element onto it, it's going to be great. I'm not going to talk too much about Vincent here, but essentially Vincent's role is like a finisher. He's going to try to do a lot of finishing damage, and he really hates machines, and he really hates beasts. And I think that we already had machines really covered in the past with Olive, 2B, A2. We have all these people that have machine killers or a way to boost machine killer. We're not really worried about machines, but beast, I think that's some way that they can make Vincent be extremely powerful. I think they can buff up his stats enough and his multipliers and then his beast killers enough to where he could be used in coming in and maybe trying to one-shot or at least shoot really hard these beast-type creatures. Then maybe we can see him being used in the meta a little bit more. So that's what I'm hoping for with his changes. Moving on down, we have Barrett. Let's look at his TMR. Missing score. Attack 107, Magic 98, MP 10%, gun weapon. So, Veritas of the Light is going to be looking for this, I guess. Again, it's just gun weapons. They're tough. Again, if you're going for one of them, you're probably going for the Super STMR here, Machine Gun Plus, Sparky. We already pretty much have that covered. And we all know that if Barrett just... he's cool. Obviously, we want Barrett, but he's not going to be somebody you're going to put on your team. However, you can look into him a little bit more if you're using him in your King Mog team to maybe take down that higher difficulty King Mog. And last but not least, we have Caih Sith. Looking at that, already looking at it being a harp, and I'm sad about it. Trust Mastery Reward, HP Shout. Attack 22, Magic 95, Spirit 44. Now, it's not too bad on the stats, right? Magic 95, okay. With a little bit of spirit on there as well. And for being a 3-star based TMR, maybe that's something you guys need to pick up, maybe throw into a support's hand, something like that. But overall, Caih Sith for me is just going to be an amazing looking unit that maybe I try to get goofy with and try to do some cool stuff with, but I highly doubt I can. If you look at these people, actually, they're all attack units. Look at that. They're all attack units. So yeah, overall, I think this banner is super skippable. I'll go over what they get in global and maybe that can change things, but it definitely is skippable in terms of with Kingdom Hearts Sora and Kingdom Hearts Cloud, and down the road Axar is coming probably in 3 to 4 months, and again Axar will take all of these damage dealing numbers and double them and laugh at you while he does it. And again, I think this month we are also going to be getting Folka. That's my guess. We're going to be getting CG Folka. That seems like where we're going, and CG Folka is an amazing healing unit. If you don't have a 7-star healer unit, I would highly suggest skipping this and going for her. She is incredible. She rivals CG Fina and Ayaka 7 stars. She possibly even beats them depending on how you want to play the game. And she will be very good for a long time to come. She will last the whole power creep time. So you're possibly even just skipping this altogether, even if you're a Final Fantasy fan. I'm not telling you to do that and hurt your fandom or how you enjoy the game. If you're only looking at it in how can I make my account better, these units aren't going to do it. You're going to be looking forward to Folka or Axstar down the road, okay, when it comes to damage dealers. Moving on down, we did have some other news coming out. We do have Gaias Cliff, which is going to get us a UOC ticket, so make sure you get it. It's going to be King Mog event. You guys are going to be able to go in and get Everfrost shards. Silver Rifle, another gun, 80, enables Silver Rifle, boost critical hit rate. I mean, it's cool to think about, but it's not going to be anything too cool that you want to use. Power Soul, attack 84, magic 14, enables Power Soul, boost attack and spirit when HP falls below a certain point. Not the best. Again, these are kind of like the items that, at least for me, that I got from Kingdom Hearts, you know, like the Donald Staff or Goofy Shield. I kind of just want to have them and possibly enhance them in Item World and mess around a little bit and try to make them useful, but they're really not the greatest on their own. They're more of a new player thing. And also here we can see physical damage against dragons and magic damage against dragons. Maybe that's something you may be able to fit later on, but again, these are mostly for newer players. So if you're a newer player, I know I poop on these items a lot. It's mostly because I've been playing the game for almost 3 years, and a lot of us have been that way, so we don't really need these. But for newer players, look at these high attack sets. These are equipment. This is how you would get your equipment to start the game. So I definitely go in there and farm this up and get this and put it on your people. I just want to make that clear because I think a lot of newer players are like, okay, I don't need to get that. For you, it's amazing. For us veterans that have been playing for a while, kind of like nothing at all, you know what I mean? Moving on down, we get to fight a Marlboro as the bonus unit, which I'm excited about. We can see, oh man, this is a perfect chance for them. I actually don't understand this at all. Okay, a little disappointed. I thought they were going to be here. I don't understand why Cloud and Sephiroth aren't on here. Specifically being because they got their own banner we're going to talk about in a minute. So Gumi, come on, man. They should have been on this. They should have been in this King Mog bonus percentages. After what you've shown in the past, they should have been here strictly due to you enhancing them, giving them their 7 stars this week. You held it off until this week to do it together, which is cool. I'm cool with that. A lot of Final Fantasy VII stuff. But if you're also putting on them a banner, they should be here. So I think they should have been here. That's my personal thing. Moving on down, we have featured step up, and this is what I was talking about, Cloud and Sephiroth. If we look on down, this is going to be the exact same step up that Tifa and Vincent have, so again, a good step up, 25k, kind of costly to get to the end. Cloud, it says global upgrade, okay, guys? So, it shows Cloud going up to 7 stars. So, Cloud 7 star and JP was okay. It wasn't the best. Cloud as a unit hasn't been the best in the game. I don't even know with these global upgrades if they can make him rival or be better than Kingdom Hearts Cloud. A lot because Kingdom Hearts Cloud is just going to be getting better down the road. So, kind of disappointed for normal Cloud fans, Final Fantasy VII Cloud fans out there. I can understand that. But his Super Trust Mastery reward is fantastic. It is an ultimate weapon, attack 180, two-handed weapon. So, again, it's going to give you that weapon variance, extremely high attack, great sword. It doesn't have an element attached to it. So, that's going to be up to you guys to be able to pick that up. But, again, a very, very good STMR. I would be getting that over, like, multiple 7-star Clouds any day. We can see that they've upgraded his Buster style, boost attack by 70%, and boost equipment attack when single-wielding weapon is equipped in the right hands. This is a global upgrade. I'm assuming this is just going to let us get his attack higher up because maybe he has more true double hand and more attack percent, obviously, and that will allow us to mess with his materia and make him a bit stronger. Memories of Friends, boost LB damage and boost damage of certain abilities. That's going to put his... This right here just screams to me, we need to make his modifiers higher so people want to use them. So hopefully they just blast them out the roof and he's broken as hell, dude, because remember, Cloud was pretty much used to use his LB and do a lot of finishing damage, which was fine, but with Kingdom Hearts Cloud, he needs to at least rival or even surpass him right now, because Kingdom Hearts Cloud is going to get stronger down the road, so we'll have to see what happens there. Sephiroth is a different story. Sephiroth getting his 7-star upgrade, even having some global upgrades, which is cool. We can look at his Super Trust Mastery reward. Boost attack, defense, magic, and spirit when equipped with a katana. This is going to be good in the future because, again, with Axstar, the katana meta comes. Greatsword's not out, but for Axstar, if you're wanting to use Axstar, you're going to be wanting to use a katana. He will be the best damage dealer for a while, so this could be good for you there. If you have multiple Sephiroth, I would think about getting this Super Trust Mastery reward. Sephiroth, He's actually quite good, but he needs his enhancements. His enhancements kind of change the way he plays his unit, unless these global upgrades kind of do that already. So essentially, we have to wait on his enhancements, and sadly, I don't think they're giving him his enhancements this month. I mean, unit ability awakenings is what I mean by that. He is getting his 7-star enhancement, but I mean his unit ability awakening. So, they need that for him to be good, but he will be good and usable later on. I know a lot of people on JP were super excited about him, and it looks like they're putting up Supremacy, which would be a 7-star ability that we'd have to look into. If we head over to notices, we do have the 7-star awakening happening. This is referring to Cloud and Sephiroth getting theirs finally. I know a lot of you people out there wanted to use them. I know I kind of dumped on Cloud a little bit, but I'm just giving you guys the truth. Cloud is still useful. Cloud can still go in, be his finishing self, do a lot of damage, and he's going to do that stronger, and with global upgrades, who knows, he could be even better. I'm just comparing telling you guys the truth. So when people are wanting to spend money or lay money down on him, or possibly want to know exactly how he compares to other of the top tier units, that's how he does. He's not useless by any means. I would still want to use Cloud if I didn't have Kingdom Hearts Cloud, because it's kind of the same unit but better. He does have a boost to his climb hazard, which is going to be incredible, strictly because it goes up to a 3.75 times, so it goes up 100% when it comes to the damage boost there. 3.75 times, excuse me, I probably shouldn't mix JP multipliers with global multipliers the way we talk about them. So it goes up a 1 point times multiplier when you awaken it. This is kind of the move I would always use. The reason I say it's incredible is this is the move that I would always use in between using his LB anyway. So, you know, getting that boosted up to do a little bit more damage is awesome. Soldier First Class, he is getting more HP, he is getting more MP, he's getting more attack, defense, and magic and spirit as well. These are all great on a unit. Buffing up stats is always something you want to enhance. Boost attack when equipped with a large sword. We're obviously going to be putting a large sword into his hand, so we're going to awaken Soldier First Class for sure and get more stats there. Genova Cells nullifies poison and sleep. Now nullifies Silent Stone, as well as poison and sleep, and then boost HP by 30%. You're going to want that again. The resistances, and the HP boost, anything that has a flat stat boost is normally worth it. Plus, you get a 100% null on a stone, petrify, which is going to be important. Fighting Instinct, boost chance of countering. Now, see, this is the one I probably don't enhance. Strictly speaking, yes, if you get the counter to go off, it's going to do a little bit more damage. If you do boost it, it's going to do more damage, and you get more chance of countering, but most of the time, Cloud's not going to be getting hit anyway, so I feel like you'd be wasting your Awakening Crest if you did this, so we're going to skip over Fighting Instincts. I don't think it's good enough. And Aggression, boost LB gauge fill rate by 50%, yes, because again, we want to use his LB. And then boost attack by 20%, yes, we want as much attack on him so he can finish off the best he can. And then if we look for Sephiroth, it doesn't have anything there, so sadly, I don't think he's getting his enhancements yet. I know that his enhancements came after Cloud, so we're going to have to wait on that. It looks like Cloud's, it says that Ability Awakening is available later in the month, so that won't be coming here pretty soon. But overall, if you're a Final Fantasy VII fan, you got to be over the moon with all this stuff coming out. I know a lot of you guys out there have been waiting for Cloud and Sephiroth. They're going to be useful. Sephiroth will be much, much better once his enhancements come out, his Ability Awakenings come. And I think that's about it for now. So we're going to have a lot of King Mog to be grinding. The raid and item world in this week. And it's weird because maintenance, it doesn't happen until Thursday. So be aware that item world and the raid will be ending before that maintenance, okay? So be on the lookout for that to get everything done with item world and the raid, maybe even possibly upgrading some new items for your Cloud 7-star, your Sephiroth 7-star, or your Tifa and Vincent that you might be pulling later down the road. So that's something to look into as well. I don't think there's anything else really to talk about. Oh, actually there is. There's one more thing I skipped over. They're bringing back the FFBE Fan Fest version of Vault of Hidden Treasures. So that means you guys can go in there and get a lot of goodies. You want to be doing that every day, even if it's not the FFBE Fan Fest version. This gives you a lot of good stuff. Remember that you can reset it and spend energy, so you can go give up in the battle, reset it to get the pot that you may need, maybe some more attack for some of these attackers you may be getting. And you want to take a team in that has a lot of guild boosting. That you can see that I just put a ton of guild boosting. Zon enhanced, I just put everybody in this team that I could. That way you get more gil out of it. I don't know if they're going to fix it this time, but last time we got a crap ton more gil if you had the gil increased drop rate on there. So that's going to be something to look into as well. So guys, overall, before I end this video, that's right, take a look at this. I'm going to be pool battling Cooley BK round 3. I've already won 1 and 2. Maybe I'll throw him a bone here and let him win this one. Who knows? We're going to be doing one full step up of the Tifa and Vincent as Tifa and Vincent step up banner. We're going to go one full 25k Lapis. We're going to be doing it over on his Twitch, but I will be posting it to this YouTube. So we're going to be able to go join him on his Twitch. It's happening at my normal pull time, 8 p.m. EST. And then we can see who pulls what. He'll probably pull like 8 aces and I'll pull like 16 Tifa and he'll cry again. He always cries like a little baby after we get done. He blames Mike. He blames Goomy. Whatever he wants to blame, it's fine. And for those out there that were wondering about my Kingdom Hearts pulls, they were really tough. It took us probably close to 220k to pull Sora, to pull 4 of Sora, and I know what you guys are going to say. Why were you going for 4 of Sora? Essentially, Kingdom Hearts is one of my favorite games, if not my favorite game of all time. Sora's STMR was amazing, and for some reason I get really riggedy wrecked on limited time banners. It took me 4 step-ups plus like over 100 tickets to get 2 Sora. So 4 of the laps, the last lap gave me my extra Sora, my second Sora, and then over 100 tickets. You guys can watch all that over on my Twitch channel. Can't put it on YouTube due to copyright claims and things like that. Got a little emotional. So you can check it over there if you want. Go to Twitch, go to my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Claic Yuzolt. Go to videos, and you can find my Kingdom Hearts pulls there, and you can skip around and watch to your heart's content. That's how you're going to be able to watch that. It's not going to be up here on YouTube. So if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below if you're going to be awakening Cloud or Sephiroth, and if you're going to be watching Cooley get his ass beat this weekend, and then subscribe for future content. We'll catch you in the next video.